Welcome, everybody, to another episode here on the Eutaw Street Banter. What do we got on this episode, Elijah?
We're going to be talking about what's happening around the league, like who's hot and who's not. The Mets.
I know who's not hot because we're going to talk about this past week in Orioles box scores.
We're going to figure out if we need to freak out or figure out what's happening with some Orioles players.
And I will let you know whether or not the Orioles can turn around this season.
Here we go.
Welcome to the Eutaw Street Banter Podcast.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode here on the Eutaw Street Banter Podcast. I'm Cody. With me, like always, is Elisha. What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good.
And we got Greg on the podcast. Last time he was on the podcast, we had so much high hopes and excitement because that was our opening day podcast. Now we're here. We brought him back in, hopefully to, spruce things back up, right?
We're hoping he can cheer us up. We've coined the term. I think it's going to be his new name is Mr. Optimism. I know we said that last time.
Yeah. He's very optimistic. He really just brings us back down to earth whenever we start to get excited. He's like, well, guys, I tell you. But I will say you're also pretty good at when we think we're the worst team ever. You let us know that, well, we're not the worst team ever, But so we got a lot of fun things coming up on this podcast, but let's get to one of my favorite segments, and that's the Around the League News with Elijah. All you, man.
Yes. So I just want to start off today introducing, I have a proposition really for Rob Manfred and the commissioner's office and Major League Baseball as a whole, that we should rename the American League. It'll stay, the acronym can still say AL. It's just going to be the Awful League now. And that's because if you're looking at the league stats around it, there are only 4 teams that are above 500 in the American League. Let me field a question. Cody, Greg, do you know how many teams in the NL Central are above 500?
In the NL Central? Oh, I know this one. All of them.
All of them, exactly. So I don't know if, just quick math here. I'm not great with math. I'm a communications major, so that's not my strong suit. 5 is bigger than 4.
Yes.
And so it's just crazy how bad everyone is. I mean, the Royals 7-15, so they'll sweep us. The Astros are 8-15. We play them soon. They'll probably sweep us too. The White Sox, we actually beat them 8-14. The Blue Jays 8-13. Red Sox 9-13. Mariners 10-13. Orioles are 10-12. Angels are 11-12. And then the Athletics, Twins, and Rangers are all 11-11. Don't even know why that is, why everyone's so bad. But then look at the National League, where, say, the Orioles, who are coming into Monday night, they're 10-12, 1 game back out of a playoff spot. If we were to place them in the National League, 10-12 would be 3 games out of a playoff spot. And that 3 games out is a tie with 2 other teams that are 3 games out. So there's a lot going on in the National League that's much better than the American League. It's a lot more fun to watch National League baseball.
You're really starting out with optimism here, Elijah.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to make myself feel better that it's not just us.
It's not just us.
Like, we're doing bad, but we're at the top half of the bad.
Okay.
It makes me feel better.
Well, that's good.
And then moving on to the Tigers, Kevin McGonigal got his nice extension in there. Everyone is basically, except unless you're a Baltimore Oriole, you don't get paid. But Kevin McGonigal, he's in there. Got his money. He looks amazing. I think he definitely deserves it. And I know it's a lot of people the thought process is trying to sign them before the lockout this offseason, because if there is a salary cap that's implemented, they'll be kind of grandfathered in, and it's not going to negatively affect the salary cap. That's somewhat of the thought process. So the Orioles should just give $600 million to
everybody.
I mean, sell the Rubenstein. Sell the Magna Carta. We'll get money there. Or can we give that to someone I feel like Colton Cowser, which we'll get into him later. Don't know if he should be the one we extend, but I feel like if you gave Colton Cowser the Magna Carta, he'd stick around. That seems like something he'd be into.
Yeah. Okay. Just put it right next to his Lego set.
Exactly. Yeah. Or just maybe give him a Lego Magna Carta and he'll be fine. He wouldn't tell. He couldn't tell the difference probably. Just like you can't tell the difference between a strike and ball.
Oh.
He swings at them both, so I don't think he could tell the difference.
Yeah, I mean, if he swings at them both, then they're both strikes.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the way he thinks about it too.
Yeah.
And the Dodgers, although they're the best team in baseball right now, they did get hurt. Their closer Edwin Diaz, he's gonna be out for a significant amount of time. got hurt, which is not what you want to see, but oh no, one of their best players is hurt. Who else will they have on their team? I don't feel bad for him. I'm sorry. I feel bad for Edwin Diaz. I don't want him to be hurt. I don't feel bad. Let me just, okay. So for any of you out there that are familiar with MLB The Show, you have on the Diamond Dynasty section, you can collect, there's like the collections in each live series. So all of the 40 people that are in the 40-man roster for each team, you can collect their cards. And I got thrown off. I was flabbergasted almost.
Flabbergasted?
On the Dodgers collection, the amount of diamonds they have, which are some of the best players in the game, fills up the entire screen. Every team has like at most 2 diamond players. They have like 10. So I don't feel bad that they lost 1.
How do you really feel? You know,
I'm just honest. Everyone calls me Honest Elisha.
There's a lot of optimism in this podcast. I feel it.
It's going to get better, everybody. It's going to get better.
It's going to get better.
It can't get worse.
And the one good thing is, I know I'm not happy about myself and the Orioles and just all of that, basically. But we're not Mets fans. Thank the Lord we're not Mets fans. We've seen some bad Orioles this year. We've not lost 11 games in a row, though.
Not yet. Yep.
Don't say yet, not yet. Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Come on now. I mean, we're not at the point that Carlos Mendoza, the people are shouting to fire him. We're not at that point with Albernaz. Thank God. Like, the Mets are in rough shape right now. It's bad. Have either of you looked at Marcus Semion's stats this year?
Not great, huh? That trade doesn't look too
Awful.
good.
And Nimmo is killing it for the Rangers.
Of course it is.
Yeah. It's just, I feel bad for Mets fans, but I feel bad. I feel more bad for them than Dodgers fans, I guess, but I still don't feel entirely bad. Like they got Juan Soto.
One's just better at buying players than the other.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to talk about some good, though. Let's get to some good stuff, right?
All right, let's do it.
I want to talk about Munetaki Murakami, who's having possibly the most interesting season stat-wise ever. This season, do you know what his OPS is this year?
No.
His OPS, it is a 918, right? Really, really good. OPS plus is super high too. Guess his batting average.
230.
208.
Jeez. Wow.
He has 15 hits on the season going into Monday. 8 of those are home runs.
Wow.
He hits a home run basically every other time he hits the ball.
Wow.
It's incredible. He's having one of the most interesting. I saw that stat the other day. I just thought that was crazy that he's got 8 home runs. So
Right.
a lot of home runs, nothing to be shy about, but 15 hits to 8 home runs.
So I would look at that as kind of a good thing in a way where he's trying to get used to Major League pitching.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the power's there. So
Yeah.
it's going to be really dangerous when he gets used to Major League pitching because you're not going to lose power by getting used. You're going to gain a better eye, and because
the eye and contact
quickness
will definitely be there more.
Yeah, so that's going to be, unless you're just swinging out of your shoes every time. I have no idea. But
And another guy that's been really good power-wise this season is Jose Ramirez.
yeah, we saw that first.
And we sure did. He hit a lot of home runs against us. Hit 3 in the series against us. And I don't know if you guys are aware, but he's near a milestone. He actually, this point right now, he has 291 career home runs, 297 career stolen bases.
Yeah.
He will get to 300 at some point this season.
You look at him and you don't really see stolen bases.
You wouldn't think he's fast, but he's got 10 stolen bases this year.
He's probably the most underrated player in baseball.
Yeah, he's definitely underrated. I feel like a lot of people forget him just because he's stuck in Cleveland.
Oh, he's in Cleveland, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's been one of the best players in baseball, and that's what you look at his stats. 2025, 3rd place MVP votes. 2024, 5th place MVP votes. 2023, 10th place MVP. 22, 4th place. 21, 6th place. 2020, he's 2nd. 2018, he was 3rd. And 2017, he was 3rd.
Yeah,
and then 2017, he was 17th.
If he had a New York hat on, he'd have like 3 MVPs.
Yeah, absolutely. he would be Derek Jeter if he played in New York.
Yeah.
He'd be a household. Yeah, he'd definitely be a household name.
Yeah, and that's why you hear people talk about smaller markets hurt him. That is a spot that it hurts him, but I mean, he's been successful you can't say he's not been successful over in Cleveland.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, and another guy that's been pretty successful this season is Mason Miller, who's still not giving up a run all season, and people are starting to wonder if he could be the next reliever to win a Cy Young. Which, I mean, I think if you go the whole year and don't give up a run, you definitely win it. But my only thing is, personally, as an Orioles fan, I don't believe a reliever should win a Cy Young if they're worse than 2015 Zach Britton, or 2016, whatever the year that he had all of his saves. Just because he didn't win it that year, and I think he should have.
Yeah, he was so good because he had so many saves like in a row, without getting a blown save. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was 2015 Zach Britton, he had 58 saves. Next year he had 63, and he was 4th in Cy Young vote. And I think he was very good year. That was the dumb year that Rick Porcello won Cy Young. He didn't deserve that.
Really? Yeah, and the last time a relief pitcher won the Cy Young, do you remember who that was, Elijah?
If I remember the year correctly, it was 2002 Eric Gagne for the Dodgers.
2003, but yes, it was
2003.
Shoot. And I remember. Yeah, I remember when Eric.
I was thinking Hoffman, Trevor Hoffman.
Nah, when I remember, so that year he had 55 saves, ERA of 1.2, 137 strikeouts in 82 innings.
Wow.
But the bigger thing here is how bad the starting pitching in the league was. So that's kind of the more of it.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at the National League, there's not really too many like clear-cut winners right now. It's not like if you look in the American League for the Angels, Jose Soriano is on a tear right now. I don't think you could beat him as a reliever. No matter you genuinely have to strike out 3 batters a game for 82 games in a season and not give up a run. Yeah, and I mean, talking about the Padres too, they've been successful as of late, but it looks like they're going to be getting sold. And they're going to get sold to...
Congratulations, Greg. I didn't know you were...
Yeah, apparently I didn't realize that you had that kind of money. I really thought that we'd have...
Boy,
better...
If you did, me and the sports house would be very upset. A little sports house training center, just a little plug there. Yeah,
we would know something happened when he gets his own personal home studio.
Yeah,
that's how we know.
Just everything.
Right.
Yeah, but they're getting bought by the guy that owns Chelsea FC over in England. So we'll see.
That's a soccer team, everybody, or football.
That's what the FC stands for, football club, for our Americans that aren't aware. But it's okay because baseball's better.
Okay.
And I just want to mention Chase McDermott. He got traded. I'm a little upset about the trade. We got literally a bag of chips for him. Pretty ridiculous.
Okay, not literally. We didn't literally get a baggage.
Okay, we got a player for him. We did actually get a pitcher, I will say. But compared to trades that we could have done.
I thought you were going to say, but compared to a bag of chips.
But
okay. Compared to a bag of chips.
What's the name of the guy that we traded, Cody, off the top of my head? Do you even know? Exactly.
Steve.
Axel.
Oh, Axel. I was close.
Axel Perez has a 5.48 ERA in his career.
AX?
And that's with...
Is it AX?
AXEL. Yep, Axel. Do you want to know how old Axel is?
63.
32.
He's younger than me.
Oh.
Yeah, he is 20. He's like 2 weeks younger than me, but still, he's younger than me.
Yeah.
So apparently, I didn't spend enough time playing baseball as a kid.
Your name
Axel.
Axel.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I'm just sad we kind of like a Chase McDermott like we did. I think I wish we had given him a shot more as a reliever, but like I said in the video that I put out on all of our social media, he'll probably end up closing out like Game 6 of the World Series for the Dodgers this year because it's just how it goes.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, Elijah and his optimism really filled the show at the beginning of the show right there. And I'm going to come in and just save us here with more optimism because it's this past week of box scores and game recaps. I'm just going to do the past, the past series with the Guardians. I promise I will be 3 minutes. Let's start the timer. Here we go. All right, the Guardians on Thursday played the Baltimore Orioles. The Guardians were home. Shane Bass started this, the guy that we signed a big multi-year deal with. He lost again. So 4.92 is his ERA now. He goes 6 innings, which was one of the most he's ever done. 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Batting wise, we only struck out 9 times. This is one of our better games.
Hey, there we go.
Orioles really turning things around against. Hold on, let me click this guy's name because it just says Messick, Parker Messick. The Parker Messick. Anyway, moving on.
No disrespect Parker Messick. Okay. I will say he's had a great season.
Yeah, we lost 4-2 in this game. That's really all you need to know. All right.
Are you not going to mention the fact that we got no hit in the 9th?
No, not going to mention
That's
it.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
Moving on. I've only got 3 minutes. So moving on. The Orioles decided to come back and show their true colors as they beat the Cleveland Guardians 6-4 in Game 2 of the series. Really starting to turn things around because Jeremiah Jackson hits a home run, his 5th of the season. Chris Bassett pitched absolute gem, going 5 whole innings. Holy crap. Of 4 walks and 2 strikeouts. I'm being sarcastic. I'm sorry, everybody. Anyway, it's just not a ton to talk about. The Orioles did strike out 11 times, so we won.
But we won. Stay optimistic.
Moving on to Saturday, the Orioles couldn't quite pull this one out. Orioles lose 4-2, and the Elijah's favorite pitcher on earth, Dean Kramer, starts this game. He goes 6 innings, 7 strikeouts, 3 earned. Albert Suarez comes in and finishes it the last 2 innings, giving up 1 earned. Tavares hits a home run in this game, and Henderson also did. That was one of Henderson's hits on the past week, so it's not bad. Alonso goes 4 at-bats, only strikes out 4 times in the 4 at-bats, so he's starting to turn things around. That's good. All right, and moving on Sunday. I don't know how much time I got left. I got 38 seconds. All right, here we go. Sunday, Orioles couldn't quite pull it out in a tight game where it ends 8-4 as the Trevor Rogers decided the past 2 games to be almost like his old self. Goes 5 innings, gives up 5 earned runs, strikes out 5, gives up 2 home runs. Tyler Wells actually pitched pretty good in this game. 2 innings, 5 strikeouts. Taylor Ward does hit a home run in this. It didn't really mean much, but he did hit a home run. If anybody has any input, you got 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2. You have no seconds. We're done talking about it. We're done. We're not doing nothing else more. That's your 3 minutes in the box scores. We're done. We're going to pretend like I never even talked about it. Welcome back. If you fast forwarded through everything I just talked about, missed much.
Let's put a disclaimer that says skip exactly 3 minutes ahead.
Yeah. Oh, my timer's going.
Your timer's going off. I forgot to end it.
Oh, there you go. So my timer said you're done talking about it. That's what it said.
Yeah.
Moving on. We got a fun segment today. I was going to say new segment. We've done kind of the segment before, but we're just calling it something different. It is Freak Out or Figure It Out. I am your host here in Freak Out or Figure It Out. And we have contestant Elijah over there and Greg. So they're going to tell you whether it's time to freak out over this certain player or position group or the whole team. I don't know. Or is it, hey, they're going to figure it out. Calm down. It's early in the season. I see it all the time where, especially on social media, where, hey, if you guys are getting upset, you're not real fans. And I'm sitting here going, the only reason I'm freaking out is because I'm a fan. I'm a real fan. I've been here. Like, this isn't new, So it's kind of like if Christmas morning, you just never get a good gift ever. You kind of just expect it, It's you're really, yeah. So anyway, moving on. So the first question here is the Orioles injury problem of 2026. Elijah, is it time to freak out, or are they going to figure it out?
I don't think it's time to freak out, because I think time to freak out on this specific part was I would say this time last year, and that the button should have stayed pressed. Just all of last season, all of the off season, all of the spring training, and this season. So I say no and yes, I guess. But yeah, no, the injuries are a problem. Everyone's hurt. Literally everyone's hurt. I think it's ridiculous that Weston Wilson is getting and no hate to Weston Wilson. He actually looked decent. But Weston Wilson, Jonathan Rodriguez shouldn't be playing on the Orioles.
Jonathan Rodriguez batting fourth.
Like, let me put it this way. Leody Taveras should have never been in the spot to be one of our best hitters on the team because he should have never been able to get the amount of at-bats that he has because of our injuries.
And the other, just my input here as the
Moderator.
The moderator is, it's so crazy that Greg is on an Orioles podcast, and he's like, "Who the heck is Jonathan Rodriguez?"
I'm going to be fully honest. When I saw that he got added to the roster, that's what I thought about him.
Jonathan Rodriguez. Now,
From nowhere.
The name just doesn't go good together. I mean, like,
No. It's also, yeah.
When you're depending on Jonathan Rodriguez 22 games into the season,
Yeah. I will
you
say,
have problems.
my main problem, too, is that he's still hitless, and he's been batting cleanup. I just went to his his MLB.com player thing. I really actually like a lot of his facts. He went to Carlos Beltran Baseball Academy High School in Florida, Puerto Rico.
did he even have a picture, or was it just the shadow?
Oh no, he actually does have a picture, and I'm gonna request Cody. This is gonna be work for editor Cody. I need you to put his picture up so everyone on YouTube can see it. He has maybe the most funny looking eyebrows I've ever seen.
Oh my god!
They actually, that's what they look like. They're angled up and down.
All right, Greg, time to freak out, or are they gonna figure it out?
They'll figure out the injury things. Injuries are just part of it. The only thing that I say that with a caveat based on the Orioles' history. The Orioles, the last 3 years, haven't figured out how to handle injuries at all. I mean, they get guys, hey, we'll see how your arm is in 2 weeks. Oh, he's good. Then he blows his UCL out. He has Tommy John. The Orioles have been horrible with injuries. And some of that's bad luck. I don't know if some of it's training. But for the most part, I think, typically you figure injuries out. I mean, unless it's catastrophic. I mean, you take the Westberg injury or something like that where, they're just done.
Yeah. All right. So the next person, we have 5. That was 1 down, 4 to go here in this exciting new show here. All right. The next one is this guy is batting a 202. He's signed a massive contract. His name is Pete Alonso. Is it time to freak out, Elijah, or is he going to figure it out?
I don't think it's time to freak out. Last time we came on here, he had just had some really good games, and I don't know if it's just at this point in the season, he's going to have a really good series and then a really terrible series, because he had a really bad series against the Guardians. But he's going to figure it out. We knew coming into this season he was going to strike out. That's the type of player he is. He strikes out a lot. It seems like this year early on, that's almost all of what he's doing. But he's going to figure it out. I'm not too worried about Pete Alonso. He's the one guy, honestly, in this offense that I have faith in that's not good right now that will figure it out at some point.
What do you got, Greg? Is he figuring it out, or is he freaking?
He'll figure it out. Anytime you go from the American League to the National League to the American League, you learn pitchers, you learn divisions, and he didn't just he transferred to a tough division, tough pitchers. I think he'll figure it out. Now, I'm not saying he's going to hit 275. He might get up to 235, 240. But I think he'll figure out. He'll cut down strikeouts, and he'll start to settle in and figure it out.
Yeah. All right, the next guy he was one of our best relief pitchers 2 years ago, and that's right before we kind of had to turn to Felix Bautista to be our consistent closer. This year he started out pretty rough. Now the last couple games he did do okay. That is Tyler Wells, Baltimore Orioles relief pitcher. Elijah, is he figuring out now, or is it still time to freak out?
If we leave him in the same situation, it's time to freak out. I say that because I think he's going to be a good bullpen arm. He should not be in high leverage. I don't know how they should use him. I don't know if I would prefer him to be a starter over Dean Kramer, because I think he could still be serviceable as a starter. I think he almost needs to be more like a swing man or a long reliever, because him coming into the 10th inning and giving up 3 runs is not what we need. And he's come in close games and he gives up the lead almost every time. I just think he almost needs to change, take the leverage off of him, lower the pressure, and let him work it out and maybe go from there to see what we can do.
What do you got, Greg?
I think he'll figure it out, but I think the Orioles' handling of him was bad. You got a guy who was out all year last year. You bring him back. Yes, you had spring training, and you put him on the major league roster. He should have been in AAA. He should have been given a month to get his legs under him, to get his feel back, and for everything, and then bring him up. It's different pitching. I mean, and he's a major league pitcher, but it's different when you've been out and then you have to come back and get into that pressure situation. And Elijah's right. If he's coming in the 6th inning, pitching the 6th, maybe some of the 7th, that's a lot different than getting outs in the 8th and 9th inning.
Yeah. All right. The next player is one of the best AAA power hitters maybe of all time. Just amazing hitter. Bring him up to the major leagues and just splat over and over again. Defense has gotten a lot better, I will say that. But he is currently batting second worst on the team behind Basayo, which is crazy. Batting a 148, all right, with 18 strikeouts in 17 games. That is Cody Mayo. Elijah, is he going to figure it out, or is it time to freak out?
I don't think he's going to figure it out. When we talk about a lot of Orioles prospects, one of the things I feel like is really common to say is that they just haven't gotten enough time. They didn't get enough time either in AAA to really ramp up for the big leagues, or we bring them up and we play them for a couple weeks and we ship them out. Like, look at a Joey Ortiz, maybe we traded him away after not too long, or Kyle Stowers, or even Heston Kjerstad, who I know he's hurt, but he's just never been able to really get his feet settled in and try to figure it out at the big league level. You can say that about Cody Mayo, though. He's had enough time. I don't think you can give him any more time. A lot of people, I've heard a lot of big baseball guys say you really need 200 at bats at the big league level to tell what type of player you're going to be. Career going into Monday night, 358 at bats, 193 batting average, 281 on base, 605 slug. And this year it's even worse. Last year he was bad, and we were hoping he'd be better, but he's gotten worse. Now his defense is good, but that's all that's good about him. I think we're a month away from say Holiday comes back soon. He's not going to be playing at all. He's a bench player.
What do you got, Greg?
Freak out. Period. We might be wrong, but change of scenery. Go somewhere else.
Shoot, I know. Go send him to Colorado.
There's just nothing. I agree. I think when you look at, you figure it out in the minors, and you have a short window to figure it out in the majors. If you're a player, you learn to hit quick. I mean, you take Holiday, for instance. He's had a long time to start to figure it out because they've got so much invested in him. Mayo, no, I just don't see it. He had a good September last year. You would have thought it would have rolled over. He's been given the perfect opportunity this year with Westberg getting hurt, and he's not done anything. Get him out of there.
All right. The next one is one of our guys that really probably should have won Rookie of the Year a couple of years ago. He's played the 5th most games for the Baltimore Orioles. With that, though, he also has the worst batting average of those top 5. He has just above Cody Mayo's batting average at a 167. I know batting average isn't everything, but when you get 8 hits and 48 at-bats, I'm going to talk about it. And that is Colton Cowser. Elijah, is it time to freak out like every time we see him strike out with a changeup in the dirt, or is he going to figure it out?
Yeah, no, I am freaking out on Colton Cowser. I don't know what's happening. This season's been so bad, and the end of last season so bad. His career numbers, he's almost got a 200 career batting average because of it. His defense, we know what it is. It's really good defense. He's got a good glove. He's got good legs. He can steal bases and stuff. That's not what I'm worried about. His just bat is awful this year. I believe I saw a stat that he's batting, I think, a .05 on off-speed pitches this season. He can't hit any. And I will say, this is what we were saying all of last year too. Like, this is a known problem that he can't hit all-speed pitches. And last year, I was always watching his, when you get on base, like, if you're a pitcher, throw him curveballs in the dirt every single time, because he's going to swing and miss every single time. And this season, it feels like people finally got that memo, and that's all they've been doing to him, and he doesn't hit. It's to the point that we got Leody Taveras on this team. There's no reason Leody Taveras shouldn't be starting every single day ahead of Colton Cowser.
Right. Well, Greg, what do you have?
Freak out. There's two things in order to be a hitter at any level you have to be able to do. Hit a fastball. Cowser doesn't look bad on fastballs always. And you got to be able to hit a hanging breaking ball. He could probably do that. The problem is, when you get to the majors, they spot their fastball and they throw their breaking balls down.
Yeah.
They don't hang. He's got no plate discipline, chases out of the zone a lot, and you can get better. If you're a chaser, you can get better. And the problem is, I've seen that out of a lot of young Orioles hitters. A lot of them are chasers. And evidently they're not teaching plate discipline in the minors. So I'd freak out.
Yeah. Well, I do want to, before we move on to the next guy, you talk about chasers. Like, you can still chase pitches and still be good, because look at Jeremiah Jackson. He chases a ton of pitches in the dirt too. He is still very productive though, because when he's not chasing, he's doing something well.
Yeah. All right. And our last guy is one of my favorite players on the team. So this kind of hurts my heart that he's struggling so much. Batting a .204. He's played in 18 games, 54 at-bats, has 11 hits, only one home run, which that's the kind of shocking part here because of what he showed last year. But that is Dylan Beavers. Elijah, you freaking out, or is he going to figure it out?
I am freaking out. I'm really concerned. And honestly, one of the stats that concerns me is the amount of walks he has on the season. If you look at his stats from last year, in 17 games, I'm looking at this year, 35 games, 110 at-bats, he walked 26 times. So that's a little, I would say, just being generous, about double what he's done this year. And so far this year, he has 7 walks. He's not taking as much as he used to. He's not striking out a ton, so it's not too worried on that front. He's just a lot of weak contact. I'm not worried, though. I will say I'm not worried. Colton Cowser, I'm worried. Kobe Mayo, I'm freaking out totally. Dylan Beavers, I do believe he's going to figure it out. And we talk about, like what I said with Mayo, that he's gotten a shot to really develop here. 53 games in the major leagues is what we're talking about in his career. He's got 164 at-bats between both seasons. You got to let him develop a little bit more than that and figure it out. I think he's shown what he could do last year, and he's shown flashes of it this year. It's just not being pieced together this year.
Well, I'm glad we let you talk through that, Elijah, to really get your feelings out.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Greg, what do you got?
I would say figure it out. He's young. I think Elijah's right. Not a lot of games. He's shown the potential to have a good eye with the walks. And I think a lot of that is pressure. When you start chasing pitches out of the zone and you start not allowing yourself to get into the rhythm of the game, the rhythm of a pitch of an at-bat, it's just pressure. I know O'Neill's out right now, but he wants to be in the starting lineup, and the only way you should get in the starting lineup is if you hit. And I think a little bit of pressure to himself, but if he relaxes, he'll probably figure that out.
Yeah. Awesome, guys. Well, one thing I want to talk about really fast is something that I kind of freak out about, but I understand. And that's I was looking up the charts to about the Orioles attendance this season compared to the MLB attendance. And I always there's no better thing. Parking sucks when the place is packed, but I love being in a packed Camden Yards. And it has just not been that this season. And rightfully so, but they did try. They did get Alonso. They did get Ward, but that being said, the Orioles have played 12 games this season at home. And right now they're averaging 21,000 fans at the stadium. The stadium holds roughly 42,000, right? So anyway, 21,000 fans on average. So you say, okay, well, where's that at? Well, that's 23rd in Major League Baseball. Out of 30 teams, the Orioles are 23rd. The problem with this whole thing is the people that are above us is my problem.
Yeah.
The Tampa Bay Rays are averaging 21,650. They're averaging 650 more fans than us. Now, they have played less games. Okay, I get that. But in no world on earth should the Tampa Bay Rays, who didn't even have a field last year, have more than us. The Cincinnati Reds, the Detroit Tigers. Who's going to Detroit? I guess you got Framber or something, but it's cold. Detroit Tigers. Guys, number 14, the Colorado Rockies. Okay, Oriole fans, we can't beat Colorado. Come on. If I gave you, if we were in Colorado and you were like, hey, you want to go to a Rockies game? And you're like, yeah, man, tickets are $30. Out. I know, Elisha, though, I'm pretty sure you've been to there a couple times, right?
Colorado, I've been there twice, yeah. I love the stadium. It's really nice. So, just random thought, Wade Miley I saw pitch there the week after he threw his no-hitter for the Reds.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So
pitching matchup of all time, Wade Miley, Herman Marquez.
Yeah. The other one that I'm pretty shocked about is Cleveland is right under us. So we're 23rd, and then it's Cleveland, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, Kansas City. That's shocking. Kansas City. Chicago White Sox, not shocking. Miami, not shocking. And the Oakland A's, not shocking. But the Oakland A's will hurt a little bit because their stadium only holds a little bit of people. But, I mean, it didn't matter when they were at their thing. Well, do you have any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I do. I just think there's a lot of factors that obviously go into this. Number one is the play on the field. I think we saw it in 2023 when the Orioles were good the second half of that season. The Camden Yards was packed a lot of the time. I went to multiple games that year, and it felt like every time there was 35,000 people at least in the crowd. And that's what you want. At the end of the day, I'm not going to go pay to see the Orioles 5 times a year if they're not winning. It's plain and simple like that, and I think that's a lot of fans.
Especially when we have to travel.
Exactly, because you look at it, Baltimore is not Baltimore's not Los Angeles. It's not New York. It's not San Diego or San Francisco that has a lot of people in it. So a lot of people are traveling to these games. And it's just a lot to expect to do that when ticket prices have been steadily increasing. You're taking away ticket packages that a lot of fans really like to use. I know me and Cody, our families, we had ticket packages and stuff to go to a lot of different games. And I don't even remember what they were called really, but then you take away them and you only offer certain ones that are more expensive, just trying to get more money out of it. And then you go and suck. No one's going to pay that. And then at the top of it, the organization's just getting greedy. I'm going to read a quote from Katie Griggs, the president of business operations for the Orioles. This came out January 23rd, 2025, before the 2025 season, talking about the value food menu that everyone was obsessed with last year, right? Our fans are the heart and soul of this organization. By offering more affordable food and beverage options, we are directly reflecting our commitment to them. We want Oriole Park at Camden Yards to be a welcoming place where all fans can feel at home and have a great time. We believe these changes will greatly enhance the overall fan experience, allowing everyone to create the experience that best fits their needs. Well, I put together a little spreadsheet on Excel because I had a little bit of free time today. I will say, I'm going to give most of the credit for this idea, not the idea, but just what sprung this idea to the Baltimore Banter. Get more into that now. They did a nice little investigative piece on the hot dogs at Camden Yards. So the hot dog last year on the value menu, $4. It's $4.49 now. The pretzel bites with cheese, cinnamon pretzel bites with cream cheese icing, they also rose 49 cents. You can't get nacho chips and cheese anymore. Popcorn rose 49 cents. Peanuts rose a whole $1. It costs $3.49 now to get a bag of peanuts at the value section. You can't get prepackaged desserts. The soda cup rose 49 cents. You can't get a bottle of water anymore. Beer rose about $1. Hard seltzers rose 49 cents. The only thing that got cheaper was non-alcoholic beer that is now a penny cheaper. So you look at this, they raised the prices on almost anything. And they got rid of some of their other stuff. And if you actually were to buy every item this year, it'd be $42.92. Last year was $49. It's only a $7 difference, and that's missing 3 items. Not good what you want. And there's a new disclaimer on the website. Those prices are only offered at select games. They don't tell you what those select games are. You don't know if this value menu is even going to be there for a game. They have a little asterisk that says it's offered for select games. Now, I don't know if it's a thing that like they look and say if like 10,000 people show up to the game, they close it. Don't know what the rules are for that, but that's how it is. And this is where I get back to the Baltimore Banter. They did a video comparing the value hot dog, of course it's a small hot dog, to the $8 like jumbo hot dog that you get, like the normal ballpark hot dog. It's worse value to get the $4.49 one. You get like they weighed it out per gram of hot dog and stuff. You get more hot dog for your dollar if you do the $8 expensive one.
That's crazy.
What's the point of a value menu if it's not actually cheaper?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's almost like, yeah, we'll get Pete Alonso. Yeah, we'll trade for Taylor Ward. We'll sign Sam Elbasayo. Oh, but we need more money from you guys now. That's the whole way this works. And see, I'd be willing to go buy a hot dog maybe if they were good. It's really what it comes down to. The Mets, they aren't good, but they live in New York. But say you're the Braves or the Red Sox or the Mariners or even the Angels now. The Angels have been decent this year, so people might go see them. The Padres always have high attendance because they're good. If you're consistently good, you get consistent fans. It's really all it takes. I could run the business of the Orioles so much better than anyone in the front office right now.
Yeah. So, Elijah, what did you have dinner tonight?
I did. I just think it's so hypocritical. It's so hypocritical to come out and say that our fans are the heart and soul of this organization when they make it clear time in and time out that they're not.
Right. And the hot dog was just the final one.
The hot dog was the final one. Yeah.
Did you say they okay.
They took the nachos away.
They took the nachos away. Which, in my opinion, I think that's just the nachos taken away is just poor business decision because nachos have to be the cheapest thing that you can sell at a stadium.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. Right. I just know that they done raised that plastic cup that I get my soda in 49 cents.
All right.
And they're going to tell me I can't even bring Elijah, quarters to play with it.
We're going to need you to comment. Somebody mute his mic. So I push this button. All right, Greg. This is our final segment of the day. All right. What do the Orioles need to do to turn this season around? And if you say get better hot dogs, I am shutting you off.
That's going to be number one. Get better hot dogs.
Yeah, right.
Now, looking into, first of all, you're 22 games in. You really can't get a great feel till you get about a third. You're at around 50 games. So, there's a lot of baseball still to be played. You're just 2 games under 500. It can work. But you start seeing trends. You look at teams early, you start seeing trends. The number one thing the Orioles have to do is hit. They're not, when you look into the numbers, they are sitting anywhere from 16 to 19 for the most part in, batting average and just the basic stuff. The one that that I was shocked with was their number 3 in strikeouts. Number 3 in strikeouts. If you're hitting a lot of home runs, okay. The Yankees have done that before. I think the Reds at one time were really big home run hitters. But there's teams that can get by hitting a lot of home runs and still striking out. The problem is the Orioles are, I think, 20th in home runs. So you're not hitting the ball out of the park and you're striking out. So we go look at it this way. How about on-base percentage? Is that bad? Now they're in the middle of the pack with on-base percentage. So what it's telling you is they're not knocking runs in. So they may get runners on base, but they can't get them in. That's you. And I feel this has been a problem with the Orioles the last 3 years. Strikeouts. And it's magnified when you don't have one or two guys in the order who are consistent base hitters, who are consistent guys that, hitting the doubles. Rushman. When Rushman's good, offense looks totally different. That's one. Mm-hmm. The other thing is their pitching. They give up a lot. Their batting average off their pitchers is the 6th worst in the MLB. Their ERA is not bad. Team ERA, I think, is 4, which is not horrible. But if your hitting sucks, 4 is bad. But when your average is that high, that means your pitchers are throwing a lot. When you look at their box scores, 4 or 5 pitchers every game. So it's the same problem they've had the last two years is you're going through a lot of pitchers. So by the end, so you go back to your injury question, freak out or not, you start to see a lot of injury use with pitching. Well, then you could start seeing freaking out because you're losing pitchers. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of pitchers getting a lot of innings. Yeah. And third and worst, and I didn't realize it was as bad as it was until I looked it up and I was talking to my brother. They have the worst defense in baseball. And I didn't realize this, but we're going to talk about the Wilson guy again. I was listening to, or reading something the other day about the Orioles, and they could not figure out why Weston Wilson was starting in, I think it was left field or center field, left field. The columnist said, all right, I don't have a problem with Wilson's. He said, but Wilson was a utility guy. He was never really meant to be an outfielder. He's meant to be an infielder. I think out of so many of his games, 90% were played as an infielder. Wow. They said, okay, so you got him out there. What they could not understand was you had 4 healthy outfielders sitting on the bench. So a ball was hit out there. He misplays it. That was an error. It led to them losing the game. Yep. What are we doing? Your defense has to, if you want to help your pitching, you catch the ball.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw a good thing on social media when I saw that lineup. Is like people were like, that's the most Brandon Hyde lineup I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. Like you're looking at this lineup, you're like, we're just cashing this one in. Like we're not trying to win this game.
That's what I think when I see Jonathan Rodriguez batting cleanup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, you just like you guys are saying that there has to be, I get giving players rest. This isn't the NBA though. No. We're not tanking. You have a roster for a reason.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me you can't field a team and that Rodriguez should be batting 4th when you have Alonso, Henderson, Ward? I mean, let's just go down the list.
I mean, genuinely, like, I would rather Leody Taveras, Jeremiah Jackson, both of them, put them in the cleanup spot before Jonathan Rodriguez.
Yeah, and I do have one thing else that's going to help the Orioles. Let's hope your manager doesn't get a broken face again. That would be another thing.
That's what I can tell you right now. If we did find out that he had to get his jaw wired shut or something, I would be definitely slamming the button to freak out on the injury problem because it's even stretched out to our coaching staff.
I think the biggest thing that I see when I look at the Orioles, and I'm a big box score person. I complained about Brandon Hyde because I never really understood lineups, pitching. It never looked consistent. This seems to be the same thing.
Yeah. You know what my issue was when I saw Weston Wilson on our lineup? I tried to let it go, but I couldn't let it go, so I'm bringing it back. When you go and look at his AAA stats, you're like, well, was he just crushing it and he had to get, because everybody has options down there pretty much on the position player side. No, he wasn't. He's about a 195 in AAA.
And I disagree with that though, because he did come up. He's been good with the bat up on the team. He had that double in the game that we ended up winning.
Oh yeah,
that Jeremiah Jackson home run, that was only possible because he hit an RBI double right.
You're right. He did have that one hit.
And
right.
I'm not upset with him batting. Let me look at it this way though. So you have Weston Wilson, who's mainly an outfielder. Why not take Kobe Mayo out of the lineup? Put him at third base. Weston Wilson can play third base.
Why not see if Enrique Bradfield Jr. can play?
Honestly, at that point, yeah, for real.
I don't understand. I get into this argument with my brother a lot, being he's a huge Orioles fan. And I think Elijah is like this too. The Orioles fandom believes that their players are worth a lot more than they actually are. And the problem you have
Elijah.
is,
yes.
It depends. It depends.
It's
only the ones that I picked alike.
The problem you have is, I think the Orioles keep players too long. And what I mean is, you take Bradfield Jr.
Mm-hmm.
You have a hole out in the outfield, right? A legit hole. I'm not saying he's ready, but we know Jackson Holliday wasn't ready.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Kobe Mayo was ready a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. He should have been up. Now, that was his highest value possible. If you get rid of him now, it's peanuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. You still even get a bag of chips.
Hot dogs.
Get a single chip.
Yeah. It's a bad hot dog. It's not even a value hot dog.
No, it's a little like one of the little ones.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so that's my biggest thing. It's like, I'm just looking and I'm like, there's better options there. And you're just trying to not start a timer.
And I know
that is what it is.
And like, I know with Enrique Bradfield Jr., the what they keep saying is they want to develop his bat. But like, I realize this as a fan. I feel like most people do. He's not going to bat 400 and crush the ball. He's going to look at Chandler Simpson. That's Enrique Bradfield Jr., except with better defense. He's going to be fast. His bat, he's going to be probably a bad bat. Honestly, a good comp. Look at like Kevin Kiermaier. Kevin Kiermaier was really good for really years, but it's not because he could hit the ball.
Here's my problem. Are we trying to win or not? We're trying, I don't say that tongue in cheek. I'm like, you're trying to win this year, correct? So you should be doing everything this year to win. Well, you're not bringing in Weston Wilson, who's had 41 AAA at-bats. 41. He struck out 15 times out of the 41. Okay? Enrique Bradfield Jr., 45 at-bats, struck out 13. Okay? So still, both not great, but you chose the worst one. You chose the one with the ceiling nowhere near as high. The floor is the same. The floor is the same. But the floor is, they both don't get hit. But my problem is, I don't give a crap about any timer right now, because this is the year you're trying to win. You're not trying to win, in 3 years, in 4 years. Now, right? Like, and that's my issue with the whole thing. If the Orioles are trying to win right now, you should bring out the players that are going to help you win right now. And that's my issue. And what's really frustrating is last podcast, the title was, "Are the Orioles turning things around?"
No. Gosh. They've won 2 games since then.
We were talking about how much fun. We were talking about how much fun it was to finally do a podcast where things were going well, and maybe that's going to be next week's podcast. So please join us next week on the Eutaw Street Banter podcast. Please like and follow for all of our silly antics here. Remember, we're on YouTube if you're watching this. If you're listening, we're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Please follow us on our socials. Elijah's putting some hilarious videos up, and some where he's serious, because Elijah does put up 2 videos a week, because every time the Orioles win, he puts a video up.
Yeah, so 2 weeks ago, it was a lot. Last week it was not a lot.
Yeah,
you didn't see much of me last week.
No, you did not. But you can see those on X, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
And YouTube.
And YouTube. Yes, he's putting on YouTube. Thank goodness. And but guys, I mean, I could not be more thrilled with the amount of love we are getting, especially on YouTube and everything. But anyway, my wife is calling me, telling me to get off this podcast. I appreciate all of you guys for staying with us, and we hope that next week we have a great episode for you. Greg, thank you. Elijah, thank you. We will see you next week. See you guys.
See ya.
See ya.